What is the progress? With my hand, it's still in pain. Without the brace, I feel this spasm, throbbing feeling, and it makes me sad because I'm not used to having this tingling, painful sensation on my palm, and I just hope that in a month it will go away.
You told me once to forget the past, because it doesn't matter. But nothing good came of it. There was no place for me to return to. This was the only place I could go.
Today, I spontaneously did random things that I thought I was not going to do, but I end up doing because why underestimate myself when every time I say that I want to do something, I end up doing it. And I don't know why the first thought is always feeling like I'm not going to. And I met up with a friend, and this friend asked me a question that made me pause for a moment and hesitate because I didn't know how to respond. And the question revolves around friendship. And whenever it comes down to friendship and relationships, it's very bittersweet on my end. And the question was, if you wanted to know, is that why are people jealous of you? Why do people tell you that? I've never been told that before. How does that feel? And like I said, I paused and I hesitated and I had to think and process it before I responded. And when it comes to my quote-unquote friends, and most of them are not around anymore, and I don't mean that they're dead. People have told me that in the past, in the present, people tell me that they wish they were me. And most of the time I say I don't know why. And then they are flabbergasted and they are skeptical with my response because they are just like, because you are Joan, you are the person who has achieved these amount of accolades, you've done the most than the basic, most regular person out there in the world, whatever that means. And no matter what life has thrown at you as a struggle, you've always proven that you're able to overcome them. And for me, I've always surprised myself. I don't anticipate these challenges that come to my life, and I just figure it out as it goes, like every other person, hopefully. And I don't find a reason to be jealous of me because I find ways to solve my problems. And I think that being brought up by parents who told me that in the end of the day, you only have yourself, so you have to be able to fight your own battles, be able to take care of yourself, and know what to do when something happens, especially to you. I just use all of my life lessons, everything in my arsenal, and just hope that I can find a solution to whatever it is that comes my way. And so far, since I'm here, I guess I'm doing well. And for others, they have told me in the past that they feel worthless, they feel that they haven't achieved as much, they are at the same age as me and they haven't accomplished as much things. And for me, if you're telling someone like me that, I feel that you should listen to your own words and your voice. And if you feel that way and you're being bothered and you're jealous that our life are different, then you should do something about it instead of venting to me. And I understand that venting feels good, but also words can only do so much, and actions will make things happen, will move you forward and not just keep you stable or just stuck idle somewhere. And so for me, that's is why I have that reaction. I am fazed by people who say that they're jealous of me because I just do what I normally do, is be myself, and I just am very tunnel vision, and I just go for whatever it is that I want. And nor do I ever think that I'm a perfect person, but I just literally just go for what it is that I want to do. And I'm very ambitious, and the last thing I would ever want to do is to be someone else or to work for someone else that I don't support. And I think that when people compare me with themselves, I feel that they should use their time to focus on themselves and not use that time to have a pros and cons list between me and them. And you should never feel worthless. You should never second guess yourself. If you feel that there are things out there in the world that you want to achieve, you should go for those things. And I'm sorry if there are people out there that don't push you enough or tell you that you can do it. And for me, I have some people in my circle that do, and I appreciate them entirely, because without them, I am used to just always pushing myself. I was not someone who grew up with parents or family that encouraged me to be whatever it is that I wanted to be. They always put in my face to be other occupations and to do other things, to look like other people, and I always kept coming out of my shell, always being rebellious and being a pain in the ass, because I'd always tell them no. And I know that saying no is very difficult because people don't want to hurt others by saying so, but you're hurting yourself. And if these people really care about you, they should be able to hear you out and be more supportive in your feelings and whatever it is that you set your mind to, than just telling you to do something else, because they're probably projecting themselves onto you, hoping that you can accomplish these goals and dreams that they aspire for themselves, but they can't because maybe they feel that they're too old or incapable, and so they rather have someone like you achieve them, which is unfair because we are all our own individuals, and you should be living up to whatever it is that you want to be and not what they want to be. And I had to, until this day, remind myself that, because in the end of the day, I want to pursue certain things and achieve the impossible and be myself. And I know I wouldn't be happy if I was fulfilling other people's goals and dreams and not my own. And when people tell me that they're stressed out with life and they're wondering why things are going the way how they are, and then, like I said, they mention that they're jealous of me for being able to do the most, it's because I put myself first, because I prioritize myself first, and then everything else comes afterwards. And I think that you have to trust your instincts, that if you do that, things will all flow in the end. But if you prioritize each and every other thing, unless you're a parent, I can say that maybe you want to prioritize your children first. But even still, in order to be a good parent, I'm not a parent, but I feel that you would have to also be mentally and physically and emotionally okay. You have to still take care of yourself first, and before you could take care of someone else. It's literally like the example on the airplane. You have to be able to take care of yourself in case of an emergency before you take care of your child sitting next to you. So that's how I feel in regards to people who ever mentions, and it sounds so far-fetched, that people have mentioned that they are jealous of me. And honestly, it's just because I just do what works for me, and I don't hesitate, and I put myself out there. And even if people reject me a million of times, and you probably heard this by other people who say these motivational speeches, you'll have that one opportunity that will finally change your life, and it will become the life you want. And so for me, that's what I do. I create and create and create and make the opportunities for myself, because if people aren't going to give it to me, then might as well just pave the way for myself, because all I have in the end is myself. And then afterwards, hopefully someone out there in the universe will believe in my vision and will want to support it. So you just have to hope that someone out there, well, and there is someone out there, because there's so many people, that someone will believe in whatever it is that you put your mind to. And even though it seems so far away, and it seems that it's just you, and might seem like no one cares right now, someone will. You just have to keep trying. And I keep telling myself that as well. And that's literally the not so secret of how I reach my achievements and goals and dreams. And people around me see that. They've seen my struggle and all the possible ways that it took for me to get to where I am now. And if I could tell my younger self anything, it would be to just keep going. Next year will definitely be another year, and you'll surprise yourself when you look back that you've achieved even more than what you've ever thought of. And so I'm going to just leave it with that, and hope you guys have a good day. Thank you, and sayonara. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, it will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.